Good morning, class. I hope that you are staying well and your family is staying well. Um, we are thinking about you and praying for you, and um, hope that everything is going well for you. Pray that your studies are going well. I know that it's difficult trying to do things at home and through these videos and things. This week, this video is going to go through the next 2 weeks of work in your gray book. Okay? If you finish before that time is up, that's fine. If not, you have until April 10th to finish all of this work that I'm about to give you. Okay? So don't freak out. You can take your time and do a good job. Okay? This is our book study over Eric Liddell. I hope that you have been able to purchase the ebook on Amazon or from somewhere else. Um, like I said, I do have them here, but I'm not able to get them to you. So this is going to be the best way to do it. You can also purchase the audiobook. That would be fine as well. Okay, so let me just quickly explain. Um, for lesson 26, page 280, your first thing that you're going to do is the vocabulary page, okay? This does not require you to have any of the book read. This is just kind of some vocabulary that you might see in the book, okay? So go through page 280 and get this page done. It wants you to read the word in the context of a sentence and then try to get an idea of what the word means. Then it wants you to look it up in the dictionary and write a definition and use it in a sentence. Okay, so you can do that there. Then you're going to come over on page 281. The top of 281 finishes the vocabulary lesson, and you're going to use the words from page 280 to fill in the blanks on 6 through 10. Okay, the next part is going to be your reading. Okay, you can do this in several different ways. You're going to do 281 and 282 over the next couple of weeks. All right. You can either take this week and read the whole book, or you can answer these questions as you go reading the book. It's not a lot of questions, okay? But this is just random questions throughout the book to make sure that you're reading. So you can read the book first and then answer the questions, or you can have an idea what these questions are and answer them as you go. And when you finish the book, um, I want you to pick 3 of these activities on page 282. It doesn't matter to me which one it is. It doesn't matter to me which one it is. Um, but I want you to pick 3 of them. Okay? When you finish these, you can email them to me, take a picture of them, text them to me, however you want to do it is fine. But like I said, you have 2 weeks to do this. So there's no need to rush. The actual activities and assignments are not difficult. The thing that's going to take you the longest is actually reading the book. Okay, so I want you to work hard over these next 2 weeks, read every word of that book, and answer the questions. Okay, feel free to message me with any questions that you have. I'm going to post these pages in the description of the video with a link to Google Docs so that you can just click on it um, and have your work right there. If you do not have a printer or an iPad that you can write it on, that's fine. Just write the answers to these on a piece of paper and take a picture of them that way. If you have a tablet, like an iPad and a pen, and you can just write it, then you can just write it right on there and then export it to me like you would export to the printer. Okay. Um, so just let me know if you have any questions and uh, talk to you later. Easy grammar this week. We are going to spend time doing our verb review. And then hopefully by the end of the week or whenever you're ready, you will take the verb test. We're going to go through this real quick and do one or two from each section to make sure you guys understand what you're supposed to be doing. And that way that you can work the rest independently. Okay, the first section is just contractions, writing the contractions. This is super easy. The first one, I am, it would be I'm. Okay, and then number 6, let's come over here and do number 6. Has not would become hasn't. Remember, the apostrophe is replacing the letter that you're not putting in the word. Okay, so it would be hasn't. So that's how we're going to do section A. Then you're going to write 23 helping verbs on the lines. There's 23. I want you to find them. You should have them in your notes and your papers. And I want you to write all 23 of them right here. Okay? All right. Then here it says cross out any prepositional phrases. Underline the subject once. So we're going to cross out prepositional phrases. Underline the subject once and the verb or verb phrase twice, just like we've been doing all year. Then you're going to write the helping verb or verbs in the first column and the main verb in the second column. Let's do this here. I can leave in a minute. Are there any prepositional phrases here? Yes, there are. In a minute. Okay, what is our subject? Our subject is I. And what is our verb or verb phrase? Can leave. Can leave is our verb phrase. Our helping verb would be can, and our main verb would be leave. Okay? All right, so make sure that you are paying attention and not just finding the main verb, but are also looking to find the helping verbs. Okay? All right, let's go to the next page. Directions. Cross out any prepositional phrases. Underline the subject once, the verb or verb phrase twice, and label any direct object with a D-O. What is a direct object? We're not talking the object of the preposition. That's in a prepositional phrase. Our direct object is at the end or after the verb, and it's referring back to our subject. It's our noun at the end of the sentence. Let's just do one. Mrs. Guzman's having a hard time. I know you're not surprised. Okay. Are there any prepositional phrases? Yes. By the couch is a prepositional phrase. We're not going to look at that again. What is our subject? He, and he sat or set. Remember, sat is actual you sitting down, and set is placing. He set the carpet cleaner. And what is our direct object? He set what? He set cleaner. Okay? Let's do one more. The book is lying or laying on the desk. Prepositional phrase here? Yes. The book is, here is our subject. This is part of our verb, is lying on the desk. Let me just make sure that I got that right. Yes, I did. I doubt myself all the time. Okay, so make sure that you're remembering these verbs and the correct form of them. Okay, all right. Here is, excuse me. Here is our next section. Cross out any prepositional phrases. Underline the subject once and the verb or verb phrase twice. Write an A in the space if the verb is action. Write an L in the space if the verb is linking. Remember, write is, am, are, was, or were above a verb you think is linking. If the meaning is not changed, the verb is usually linking. Okay? All right. A pelican scooped a fish from the water. First of all, are there any prepositional phrases? Yes. From the water. Okay, what is our subject? Pelican. What did the pelican do? The pelican scooped. Okay. All right, is our verb an action or a linking verb? Okay, let's just be silly here for a minute and write are. A pelican are a fish from the water. No, that does not make any sense. And I think we already knew it, but our verb is action. Okay, let's do one more. The chili tastes very spicy. Okay, are there any prepositional phrases here? No, there are no prepositional phrases. Chili is our subject. Tastes is our verb. Now, how do we know if this verb tastes is a linking or an action verb? Let's put the word is. All right? The chili is very spicy. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. So this is a linking verb. Okay? When we put the verb to be above scooped, it did not make any sense. So that was action for sure. Now that we put is here, we know that tastes is a linking verb. Okay? Let's move to the next page. Okay? Cross out any prepositional phrases. Underline the subject once. Underline the verb or verb phrase twice. Label any predicate nominative PN and write the proof on the line provided. Remember, predicate nominatives point back to the subject. Okay? Here, let's do this. Change colors. Paul is the leader of his club. Okay? Do we have any prepositional phrases? Yes, we do. Of his club. Let's get rid of that quickly. Okay? Paul is the subject. Is the verb. And here we have predicate nominative is leader. Okay? Now the way that we write our proof is we're going to say the leader is Paul. The leader is Paul. Now we could put the leader of the club in there. That way we're getting, even though it's just a prepositional phrase, of the club is Paul. And that's how we know that that is the predicate nominative. Okay? Let's do one more. His best dive was the jackknife. Okay? There are no prepositional phrases here. The subject, okay, is dive. It is not his. It is not his. His dive. That is being used as an adjective, right? Best dive. Those are adjectives right now. Okay? So dive was. Predicate nominative is jackknife. Okay, here's our proof. The jackknife was his best dive. Okay, we switched it. We made jackknife the subject, was is still the verb, and dive is now the predicate nominative, and that is correct. Okay, so pay attention. Don't just guess. Try your best on these, okay? Cross out any prepositional phrases. Okay, let me get my pen back here. Cross out any prepositional phrases. Underline the subject once, the verb or verb phrase twice. Label any predicate adjective with a PA. Write the predicate adjective and the subject on the line to the right. Okay? Predicate adjective, just like our predicate nominative, only it describes the subject. Okay? All right, here we go. This painting looks old. Okay? We have no prepositional phrases. Painting is our subject. It's the thing. It looks, okay? And our predicate adjective is old. This is a linking verb because if we were to put is here, this painting is old, okay? So just throwing that in there, that is also a linking verb. Okay, now we're going to take our predicate adjective, old, and our subject, painting. Okay, so we have old painting. That's how we know that this predicate adjective is pointing back to painting. Okay, I want you guys to work on that as well. Another page of review here. Cross out any prepositional phrases. Underline the subject once and the verb twice. Be sure that the subject and verb agree. This is what we've been working on for the past couple of weeks, okay? This should be fresh in your mind, okay? Here's our example. One of the dogs is a German Shepherd. One is. Remember, we're not paying attention to that at all, okay? All right. All right, here we go. Wasps build or builds mud hives. Wasps, is that more than one wasp or is it just one? Wasps, it's more than one. What do wasps do? Wasps build. Okay? All right, there's no prepositional phrases. Wasp is our subject. Builds is our verb. Okay? So pay attention very carefully. Remember, if it's plural, it does not have the S. If it's singular, it will have the S. Okay? Unless it's I or you, then you have to have the S. Then you don't have the S for singular. Okay? J, cross out any prepositional phrases. Underline the subject once and the verb or verb phrase twice. Write the tense. Is it present, past, or future in the space provided, okay? Your headlight is out, okay? Your headlight is out, okay? Your headlight is out. Is that, is your or headlight our subject? Headlight is our subject. Your is describing it's your headlight, okay? It's yours, okay? Here is our verb, is, okay? All right. Is this present, past, or future? It is present because it is out. Okay? Let's do just one more. I shall tell the story to some children. Okay, prepositional phrase, to some children, crossing that out. I is our subject. Shall tell is our verb. Is that verb present, past, or future? Remember, will or shall? Will or shall say future. So this is a future tense. Okay? Let me see. Yep, we have another page. Don't be freaking out about all this. You can take your time. You do not have to do this all in one day. Okay? Cross out any prepositional phrases. Underline the subject once and the verb or verb phrase twice. A dish of sherbet was gave to the elderly lady. Okay, to the elderly lady is our prepositional phrase. Of sherbet is our prepositional phrase. So now we have dish. We have this is part of our verb here, was given. Okay, make sure you have these helping verbs here. You need to pay attention to those. If you do not include those, then your verb is wrong. Okay? All right. L. Cross out any prepositional phrases. Here we go. Underline the subject once and the verb or verb phrase twice. A whiff of roast beef floated through the air. Okay? Here we go. Through the air is a prepositional phrase. Of roast beef is a prepositional phrase. If you had not crossed out of roast beef, you would have very likely tried to choose roast beef or beef as your subject, and that is not correct. Okay? Our subject is whiff, and our verb is floated. Okay? Make sure that you are crossing out prepositional phrases so they don't slip you up. Let's do number 2. A meal of mashed potatoes, peas, and fish was served at 6 o'clock. Okay, here's the easy one. At 6 o'clock. Okay? Is there another prepositional phrase? Yes, there is. Of mashed potatoes, peas, and fish. This is all prepositional phrase, and we are getting rid of it. Okay? So now our subject here is meal, and our verb phrase is was served. You see, it's very important to make sure that you find all prepositional phrases and cross them out, because you might have chosen mashed potatoes, peas, and fish for your subject had we not crossed out the prepositional phrase. Okay? All right, that's all that you're going to work on here for right now. And I want you to take your time, ask questions if you need to. It might be better to text me with questions because I can get those texts right away and respond rather than comment here, because I probably only check that once or twice a day. But if you text me or send me an email with questions, then I'll see that quickly and I can get back to you right away. Okay? Hi guys, this week's spelling unit is called Tricky Trailers, Able and Able. Okay, I'm going to read through your words for you so that you can know how to pronounce them. We have visible, deplorable, reversible, receivable, suitable, tangible, responsible, permissible, acceptable, available, accessible, respectable, audible, durable, digestible, infallible, credible, advisable, susceptible, and applicable. Okay? You know how we do these pages. They need to be done by Friday, when I will put up a video that has your spelling quiz on it. Make sure your parents will be around for that. Okay? That is all. I want to mention that your easy grammar that was done before this
those pages are due at the end of the week as well. And then I will do, we have a little bit more review to do before you're ready to take the test, and that will be next week. So at the beginning of our video, we had your Eric Little book study that we're doing. That one you have 2 weeks to work on because you have a week to read the book and then a week to answer the questions and do the activities. But easy grammar and spelling will be just during this week. You need to get those done by Friday. Okay? Be sure to send me any questions that you have.